still the same.
We will see about that here in the winner bracket final. Still a best of 3. Foggy versus Cash is starting now, I think. We had the map vetoes before. Foggy bans Echo Owls and Turtle Rock. On the other side is Last Refuge and Terraner Stand. Then Foggy picked the first map, which is Amazonia, leaving us with Twisted and Ancient Owls. But I think the ping seems to be fine for Cash this time. So we start at 0-0. We start on a Z. And off we go.
Alrighty then. One borrow tech is to be expected here from Cash. Foggy sometimes plays the one Moonwell tech, which is really, really greedy. Of course, super fast as well. And Foggy was known in this matchup for hyper aggression on tier 2. Work with one staff or maybe even 2 staffs and try to cancel as much of the Orcs tier 2 as you possibly can. Be disruptive and then look for your own late game later on.
And that's how the GCS success story of Foggy started, with a win over Lin, which shocked the entire scene back
world.
Then. The world, basically. The Warcraft world, indeed. Does not deny the creeps here. That makes you very lucky, I guess. Ring of Protection for him, but a Tome of Agility. So that's a decent outcome on the Night Elf side for Cash. We have the first item. It is Ring of Protection as well. Will be sold. So again, for Orc Worker, we had the problem of a low damage Blade Master. It continues with Cash so far. Not too many possibilities there for the Orc to grab claws. But he's getting a circlet now.
Foggy once again went for the one Moonwell tech. He's like one of the only Night Elves who does this. Following up with more Moonwells after. Obviously, this also means that he only has 13 Wisps to work with, so he might not be able to rush everything on tier 2 immediately. May have to delay one of his lures for that.
But he got rid of one burrow in Cash's base already. That's why he's placing the second one very, very defensively. And there's not a single block. He can easily enter this base. And that's especially dangerous for Cash when there's a Beastmaster and Quill Beast and the tier 2 push.
Yeah, I'm not sold on the base layout. I guess if he makes to one behind the barracks and the Voodoo Lounge, one burrow, then there will only be one entrance between the barracks and the main. Oh, and with this it also works. I guess it still is the same, like only one entrance. Looks a little different though, from what we're used to. The one Ancient of War that Foggy has is being used simultaneously here to creep, whilst the Demon Hunter is keeping the Orc busy. Boots of Speed? What?
Yeah.
On Cash.
Very old school. Trying to get rid of some HP on the Demon Hunter, who got a staff himself. So that is key to Foggy's strategy, usually. To use that Wisp that was here to move into the base, but the Wisp is gone, thanks to the damage of an Orc Burrow. But he still got the staff. Can staff onto a Quill Beast, most likely, as his tech is finishing up soonish. But Cash producing grunts only now. Crippling is creeping, still level 1. Leaving this one here for the TC.
Alright, so how does he want to play this? There's one shop already done for him. He could buy the Preservation Staff at his shop and then staff towards the middle. And then go for some tier 2 cancellation. Or does he just want to creep? Because the Ancient of War is already in position next to the creeps. Oh, the blade wakes them up. That's pretty cool. And now he's going to force a response from Foggy. But this is a lot of damage. I don't think there's any saving this Ancient of War.
And when Foggy thinks the same, and he goes for full aggression. His best buddy, the Beastmaster, with the Quill Beast and Archers. But the Ancient of War for creeping is gone. And that makes this spot a little harder. Level 2 on the Demon Hunter, level 2.3. He was creeping the Murlocs with his Ancient of War before. But this is such a nice timing. And this is picture perfect Foggy play so far.
And the Archer is going to block the way with the Shadow Melt. How quickly will Cash realize this? Very quickly. Alright, we'll not be fooled by this. Archer's probably going to die here, but tier 2 is cancelled.
So worth it. So worth it, even if he has to use the Town Pole, which I think he doesn't. He has a Staff of Preservation to get the Beastmaster out, and then the Staff of Teleportation to get the Demon Hunter out. But at the moment, he doesn't even need it, since the Blade Master is very hurt as well. TC in production only now, and this is so much time that Cash cannot get his buildings up.
This would be so awesome if he had been able to staff to his Ancient of War now and continue creeping right away.
Yeah.
But that was a good move by Cash, killing that one, finding the opportunity, but also opening up his base. So what's better here is the question. The lodge is gonna be so damn late. The bestiary here will come up kind of in time, still delayed though, but Spirit Link is miles and miles away.
Foggy in the driving seat of this game, dictating the pace now, with late end snare, late raiders, late walkers. Ooh, can he kill this? He does, and gets the sentry wards. Pretty damn nice, and keeping the Beastmaster away from the Hawk. But yeah, with the lack of end snare at the moment, with the lack of Spirit Link later, and the super late dispel, Cash will have a slow mid game. That's not what you want.
Easy sentry D-ward here, and the TC starts creeping in the middle. Only with 2 grunts though, and obviously without the blade, that will take a little while. But the Blade Master already 2.5, and another sentry ward here. Will give so much info to him. And the Demon reaching level 3, that is always a big turning point in this matchup. Maybe not that necessary before the TC is level 3 himself, but also not just the skill, but the stats are so helpful. Tier 3 for the Night Elf is nearing completion. Still gonna take a while, of course, until Master Talents are done. But the Blade Master, he's always on top of the Night Elf forces here.
Yeah. But he's not level 3. The boots help, of course, to keep tabs on your opponent, to track him down. And I like that Foggy is varying his game a bit with not sending the Demon Hunter away. Again a steal, Cash, man!
Really nice, even without the Windwalk.
Yeah, really nice. And he got an end snare here, but Foggy can't capitalize from this. I was just about to say, Foggy had times where he sent the Demon Hunter away to harass, to solo creep his Beastmaster, which I do not think is a good idea at all. He did that, I think, because Moon did it, as he's always heavily, heavily influenced by Moon. But either Moon found out that it's not the best thing, or he listened to us, or he came up with it himself.
Finally, though, he gets a little bit more experience. This time the Blade Master won't be here to steal. The Kobold drops the sentry wards. And that's now going to give him some more vision as well. Merc Camp enabled, or crept up rather, by Cash. And that's going to be his level 3 for the Blade. The Rune Bracers are not what he was looking for, but the Berserkers added to his army are going to be very welcome. And a Tome isn't too bad either.
True that. Tome of Agility, always nice, but Foggy already with 6 talents and Master Upgrade about to be finished. Orb of Venom on his side as well. Looks like the Night Elf is set for the first fights to come. It's only 40 food, but now 2 Ancients of Wind production starts, and he can easily break or go up to 50 in a couple of seconds. Adept Upgrade is coming too. He will have that in time. TC is very low though, not level 3 just yet. Blade Master is scouting at the south, and the Magpie play has worked well before. Will it work against the Renegade again? He's there.
Oh, he got it. And the item. God damn.
This boy is on fire today, as it seems.
Yeah, he did get it. Jesus Christ. So good with his Blade Master control. Of course, he had a bit of help here with the Sentry Ward, which saw the Night Elf army moving over, but still very well done. The TC is now level 3, and the Demon not yet there himself. That is so dangerous. He has to pass something to the Tinker to survive. Does he really want to use the TP? Or a level 1 hero? No.
Cyclone saves him there. Another Tome of Agility at the shop, so I wonder if he's leaving it there for the Blade Master. No, he doesn't. But this is shop control for Cash now. Heal Scroll bought. No in... Okay, there's 2 heal scrolls and an invul already. Cash is doing a lot better than I thought. Foggy's still at 2-1-1. He's about to be 3-2-2 though, but where to creep now? The only thing that's left is the natural with Rock Golems, which is not that nice for talents, or the Rat Spot with Rock Golems, which is not so nice for talents.
There's actually the little 2 shitty wizards left in the green camp. That would be enough for level 3 demon, but maybe he forgot about those.
He pulls Wisps from a lot of detonate.
And that can be so nice against the walkers. Of which we only have 2. Pretty low, but he's not even in upkeep yet, so he can of course change that shortly. He's getting the burrows ready to head into upkeep as the TC continues creeping a little bit.
We oftentimes see the 10 food advantage for orcs. Ah, he actually did not forget about it. It's not level 3 because the Tinker was too close.
But he sees that the TC is probably going to start the gold mine creep up there. So I wanted to say could go for his own natural, but instead he wants to go over and be aggressive now.
First big fight of the day between those two coming. TP on the Tinker, interestingly. He'll scroll on the Beastmaster, only the Invul on the Demon Hunter, and here he gets level 3.
And it's going to be level 2 Beastmaster as well, and almost level 2 Tinker. Dude, these are some big level ups.
Yeah. Hawk there for visibility, level 2 mana burn to disable the TC, and a better pocket factory from the passive. Cash is giving him too much time.
And the TC here is taking one little tiny camp after the next. He's at 58 supply now. He's going to get more Berserkers here by the looks of it, with a Blade Master in position at the Merc camp. And Foggy's going to buy some more items at the shop. He has double Invul, double Scroll of Healing now. This is starting to look really nice for him.
I think Cash missed his timing window, man.
It was really late to go into upkeep, right?
Yeah.
He is there now, though. And he has a big supply advantage, more than 10. Foggy already going into upkeep himself, though. And now he'll be found. And we are in pretty wide open space.
Well, there's still this windmill helping him. Pocket factory deployed, but in a weird position. Oh, this could be good for Cash. Spirit Link is available and online. 2 Berserkers for damage. And a wide open area. This is not what Foggy wants, for sure. Cash is retreating.
He's got so many. Oh, Bat Riders. I feel like I haven't seen those guys in a long time.
Yeah, against the Fairy Dragons, it makes sense. 60 supply for Foggy. Also weird that a Night Elf is breaking upkeep at all. Does it justify the means or not?
TC is looking for a good position, looking for a good shockwave. By the way, he also has the Wand of Illusions. Could try to trick Foggy into wasting some Cyclones. Hasn't used it yet. The Berserker, the Bat Rider dies quickly though. And here we go. Demon Hunter not be able to do anything. He's ensnared here far away. That shockwave could have been quite a bit better, I want to say. The Raiders in the front lines don't have any Spirit Link. Means they take quite a bit of damage. The Wisp detonate in the back line. I don't know how much it did exactly. Invul already popped on the Blade Master. Not really finding any hero kills. Heal scroll number 1 comes from Foggy's side. And the Raiders taking quite a bit of damage. The Pocket Factory is still up. It's taking so long to take out this Pocket Factory. Next shockwave. That was a big one. That was a huge one. With a lot of damage. Now finally Wand of Illusion being used as well. The Demon Hunter getting chased by the Blade. And he has to get out of this. He has to walk away. Move your Demon. Has to use the Invul. I think he was actually blocked there.
Yeah,
and there's an item on the ground. A Scroll of Healing was dropped on the ground. How did that happen?
Dodge the cooldown. Maybe. But what? Oh, actually that makes no sense. I have no idea. Foggy without heal scrolls now. Foggy down to 40 supply. The initiation of Cash was not that great, but Foggy's follow-up... I mean, the Cyclones were on point. Always hitting the TC right when the animation started. So the shockwave was delayed like twice. But the Demon Hunter, where was the Demon Hunter when the fight started? Super far away from the TC. Couldn't burn him, so he got 2 shockwaves out. The first one was horrendous, I would say. The second one was massive, though. And Cash is putting the pedal to the metal. 66 supply, 3 Berserkers. He needs mana, though, on the TC. Without mana, no competition.
And Foggy will have his army reassembled here quickly, as is always the case with Talons. But it wasn't just the army that he lost. He also lost consumables. TP, Scroll of Healing,
Invul Potion.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And now, oh, Red Camp Creep. Fairly easy to do with Raiders and Ensnare.
But Foggy sniffs it out. Is it enough damage to kill the Granite Golem? It's quite of a tanky dude. Here comes the Fury Dragon scouting it. Boulder tosses. And he has to abandon this. Or at least step back a bit. Invul Potion and Heal Scroll. Greater healing on the ground.
Foggy would love to grab that one.
Can't bait it. Still no level 3 Quill Beasts. He needs this damage from the Quill Beasts. But where to get it from? Level 4 Blade Master, crit level 2, only +5. But still okay. TC gets clarity though. That is important. 1 heal scroll remaining at the shop. The Ensign are flying. Good position for the Fury Dragon, I feel. It's kind of a narrow position for AZ. Pocket Factory deployed in the back again. Oh, Demon Hunter out of position there. Shockwave was really good. And both first heroes have to use their Imbo Potion immediately. Cyclone's flying.
TC, man, he was running past the demon, but he somehow finds the mana burn in the end. The Beastmaster, though, is in trouble. Doesn't have a TP anymore. He finds the weakness and he kills him.
And the staff is gone as well. He can't save the Demon Hunter nor the Tinker. Oh boy, this is bad. Cyclone's over and over. He needs to get him back from the tavern if he can. Oh no, this looks bad. Heal Potion being used. Massive damage onto the Demon Hunter. Cyclone everywhere. And it's CP. Oh, staff out. He's trying to staff out. Is it enough though? No! Ensner cancels it! And he loses the first hero as well. He's trying to Cyclone for all eternity, but it's not enough. As the Raiders and Walkers doing the job well. Double kill for Cash.
A lot of talent still left. I can't believe I'm saying this, but perhaps this is not over. Tinker's level 3. He needs to cyclone up these heroes all the time, of course, but he still has a decent number of talents left. If he comes back from this would be crazy. Heal Scroll has been bought by the Tinker. Where's the Pocket Factory? Seems to not be ready. The Blade Master coming in as well. Here comes the Pocket Factory, but he's surrounded. And he can't get out. He can't get out. No, never mind. That's it. Level 5 for the TC. May not have the mana, but does he really need it?
Cash, man. That was a fight on a knife's edge. Everything is crimson red, but the triple kill on the heroes. How does Foggy want to get back from this? Demon Hunter back from the tavern. Beast. Oh, he. What? Okay, the Beastmaster only back now, or reviving now. That is bad. He has to invest so many resources to get his heroes back that he can't start the talent production really.
And now we're at 5-5 Orc heroes.
And everything will be healed up in a second. Thanks to heal selves. Clarity is being used as well. Cash is looking for the nail to put it in the coffin of Foggy's first map choice.
And he knows that he killed 3 heroes. There's no way Foggy is in fighting shape, so he can take his sweet time. Doesn't have to go into upkeep yet. He can save some money. He can creep some red camps. And possibly get a great item.
No experience anymore though. It's just for the item here. But it could be a big one. Medallion of Courage. Nice for the TC. Additional mana. He does have a potion of mana. And 3 waves now. Beastmaster back. Tinker will take some time as he is level 3. Foggy went to the shop, has a heal scroll and an invul potion. But still only 40 food. Cash is not breaking upkeep though. He does have the 10 supply advantage. Moonwell's almost all empty. And the Raiders start the siege.
Alright, where are the Cyclones? There's one. He has so much Cyclones, so I don't think the Raiders can actually take out this altar. But a Shockwave will be big damage! Gets 1 kill. And injures a lot more. And he can just play artillery here.
3 Raiders. And the Shockwaves. Again, nice Shockwave. The first one was bad, but all the other ones were really, really good. Mass improvement on this one. And now without the Pocket Factory, without the clockwork damage, where are you getting from here? With only Quilby's level 1. That is almost pathetic. And the TC can throw a lot more of those waves.
Tinker had to be rebought in the middle. So expensive. Foggy's still on only 36 supply now. Cash is going into upkeep again.
Foggy has 0 lumber. Oh, and the Blade Master is there. Is it a dieback or what? Invul Potion being popped. He wants it. Whoa. Big Shockwave. Mass evasion with those Crow form. But 240 critical strike. And that was an expensive second kill on the Tinker. And mass mana being used now with that Crow form. Nice of Cash to retreat here.
Oh, but for how much longer? Going for the Beastmaster here. A few crits will seal the deal. Here comes another Shockwave. That was okay. Not the greatest, but he doesn't need them anyways. The heroes, man, they're just right-clicking enough by themselves. We don't have Infinite Cyclone anymore, and that is it. GG.
Big surprise.
Yeah, Absolutely. Cash takes the lead. I would have not have seen that coming.
Also, throughout the game, I didn't really think that Cash has like great position. I mean, once he had a great position, but I thought he's too slow. Breaking upkeep too slow, allowing Foggy to get better items, to get a better army, to get better levels, especially the 3-2-2 upgrade was for the heroes was really a thing that grinded my gears a bit. But
I mean, he did delay the first big fight until he finally did have 3-2-2.
Yeah.
But once again, the typical AZ problem. Where do you find a good position? It is just, it's almost impossible.
On Ancient Isles, this is gonna be a little easier, but also Focus has shown in the past that it is absolutely not impossible to win fights on AI as Orc versus Night Elf. And that was not against some scrubs, that was, for example, against Loliot.
Something that is not rarely, but rather, yeah, I guess rather rarely chosen by the Night Elves is a greedy Ancient of War creep first. That is something you can do because Orcs really never scout, but he's gonna go for the safe variant here with the Ogres first. I guess Cash, you may put him on the 2 borrow tech, perhaps, because he's a little more old school, I guess, than all of the other Orcs who we have playing nowadays. Yeah, but Foggy isn't gonna risk anything here. But I expect a different game. I think also the Ancient of War loss for him was really painful. That completely changed the tempo of his mid game. He could have been able to creep up so much more easily with an Ancient of War.
Very good point. His initial harass was really good. Beastery gone, Lodge gone, and if he steps back that, as you said, throughout the game, and the Ancient of War is there, he gets level 3-2 immediately. With that early level 2 Beastmaster, he has a lot more control over the map. He sees the wards and can disable them.
That's a good point, yeah.
And then Cash doesn't have the vision and can creep check him there. And that's where things completely spiraled out of control. And it was very hard to fight back from that. So, yeah. One mistake in the early game, it's basically a butterfly effect at that point.
Yeah, that's what level at display looks like. You make one mistake, or the other guy is good enough. We also have to point that out. That was a really nice realization by Cash, finding the one. Like, he had a timing window of maybe like 5 seconds to find the Ancient of War to deal damage before he would be too exposed in his main. That was very well done by him. And I have to say, Cash, man, pretty impressive. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Creeping starts with Foggy in the top on AI in red. Blue is this time Cash. Demon Hunter is out. Ancient of War does not deny anything. Circle it for him. Blade Master will be sniping the Ogre Magi here. And Foggy is under pressure. He will face, or the loser of this series will face Orc Worker in the lower bracket. But Cash in the winner, I mean, everybody expected Foggy to walk through this. But Cash says no.
Including myself. I thought this was going to be a quick 2-0, and then indeed lower bracket is going to get interesting.
That was the first map, by the way, that Foggy lost in the entire qualifier.
That's also pretty crazy.
2-0 over the Great Wall, 2-0 over Hawk. And again, he's cancelling that burrow, like on AZ. I like that move. Delaying the second grunt a bit. Just a bit, but you know, that slows down the Blade Master.
And I'm surprised that Cash didn't react with a deeper burrow this time.
True. Absolutely true.
Alright, he's dishing out quite a bit of damage here. Of course, the heal salves will heal that up again, and Foggy's going to try to be as annoying as possible. Ancient of War, how courageous is he going to be, creeping with that guy and an archer, whilst also... Oh, the Wisp block! If he can actually get a hero kill here, that would be crazy, but that should not ever be possible.
Cancelling the healing, though. And the trades go pretty well for Foggy so far.
It's pretty cool how aggressive he's being here. He was here so early that the Blade Master never had the time to get a dust. So this archer is kind of invulnerable.
Did you see the sheep block again? But Cash is like, move, bitch, get out the way, and kills it immediately.
Seems like the orcs in general don't seem to be big fans of the critters. I know Grubby also gets rid of them at sight.
I mean, there's reasons for that. We saw Yumiko, I think it was, being blocked by a sheep for 3 footmen recently.
And again, the boots of speed. This is so far out of the meta in this matchup especially. Like, the Asian orcs never ever get boots of speed anymore against Night Elf, but he just likes the boots, man.
And Demon Hunter is following the trend. It's like the Levi's t-shirts at the moment. Both players wearing those boots of speed. And Foggy again with a Staff of Teleportation pointing towards more pressure early on. He is on tier 2. There is a Beastmaster for him. And this Wisp will stay there as it seems for Blade Master. It's nighttime. Did he not see him?
I'm not sure. Alright, there's one grunt here who will be blocking the entrance. The one Burrow to the right, by the way, has already taken a bit of damage. Perhaps that is a little vulnerable, but of course he can staff onto the Quill Beast with the demon, no problem. But if you could just kill the grunt instead, why not do this? And here comes the Quill Beast, that's almost a surround. He's blocking the way with the peon, but already this is painful, and here comes the staff in.
Oh boy, this is not looking good for Cash. He's going for the Spirit Lodge, and the Beastry is exposed as well. 2 Quill Beasts with that damage, and the Demon Hunter with that Circlet as well. Blotch is down. Can he get the Beastry? Demon Hunter is a little bit damaged already. Can't get out except with a Town Portal. He's trying to break the Orc Burrow, but mass repair onto this. And this buys time for the Beastry. Has to be a Town Portal. Misses it. But it's no crit, so he can't calculate this well. Step of Preservation, obviously.
Oh, the grunt. You really don't want to lose the next grunt, man. What are you going to creep with 0 grunts? Oh, no. No. No! He lost both of them. Rough. Very rough for Cash. He has 1 new grunt here, which he remade. Last game, he only went for 2 grunts. And that was good enough. And the Demon is coming in again.
Exactly, man. Non-stop aggression. Usually, once the TC is out, you go with your grunts to the laboratory, creep that for a big item and big experience. But this is absolutely impossible now. And the Engine of War this time can creep with these. And this is exactly what we meant in, or after analyzing Amazonia. He denied it with the Engine of War.
You just wanted to commend him on his creeping. And then he denies it.
And this means it's no level 2 Beastmaster again.
But in general, it's a good move.
In general, it's a good move, indeed. 2 circlets. Blade Master again, underwhelming. TC is forced to creep the little brute spot. On the other side. Tier 3, almost done. Lines, I think the Adept is a little too late.
The Blade's also only level 1, by the way. So.
Yes, no critical strike at all.
This is such a rough early game, man. Holy crap. And he's moving in again. He hasn't had enough yet. Can he get this Burrow? I don't believe he can. Let's see. Alright, the demon's trapped in the main, but oh, who's trapped really? Him or the TC? Who is already injured from the creeping of the little green camp. Blade Master's coming in here now to help his friend. But there are boots on the demon. Perhaps he can run something down, but of course the endurance also helping the orc. And the archer is still alive, man. Dude, talent master training is on its way, and the orc has basically crept nothing. He is 1-1 heroes.
It's like Foggy in rage mode right now.
Yeah. If Cash wins this, this is gonna be so crazy.
Yeah. AI in general, not the best orc map. Creeping quite hard. Items not that great. And since it's a very small map, mass aggression, and this suits Foggy's playstyle a lot. Tinker third again, next Quill Beast.
Yeah.
And he can cancel.
Look at Foggy's confidence. Doesn't have Master, doesn't care. Finally, we have Spirit Link, alright. But one of the raiders was not hit, and that's the one with the Fairy Fire. He has to be very careful with that one.
This, of course, gives Foggy a lot of vision. As Fairy Fire reveals the unit, so he knows exactly what's going on. You see the Master training. It's about to be finished. Stealing the next one, circle it again.
Pick it up.
Maybe the last timing for Cash to do some damage here before Cyclone hits. Just a few seconds. 1, 2, done.
Wow. Yeah, this is more the games that I was expecting. Foggy in a commanding position here.
Cyclone on the Blade Master. There's no mana. He realizes it super quick. That doesn't go for the surround here as the rest of the Orc army is joining in. Pocket Factory deployed in an interesting position here. Not to block, but just to dash out damage. The talents are falling rather quickly, at least the first one.
And the demon doesn't have an orb yet, so there's quite a bit of mana damage missing, but there's the surround finally. Oh, but the Pocket Factory Goblin actually expires. That's how he gets out. Jesus Christ.
But he has to lick his wounds now. But can he lick fast enough? That's the question. Raider, oh, escapes the surround again. Foggy showing cracks in the shield.
The damn Goblin expired again. And there we go. He has the Orb of Venom now, and this Demon Hunter is so strong. Triple Circlet Orb. And the boots as well. Where's the TP, by the way? Did he sell the TP? Did he use the TP?
He sold it, right?
He sold the TP! Are you kidding me? That is... Oh, that is mucho risky.
He is up in supply, though. And that is basically a 10-foot advantage for the Night Elf. Cash, how can you come back into this game with 1-2 heroes? There is Critical Strike. There is Adept Upgrade for the Walkers. He is stabilizing to a degree. But he's definitely not in a position where he was on AZ. Not even remotely close. Invo Potion and Heal Scroll. He got them both. Nice. Foggy lured the creeps away so he can get the shop items. But Cash says no. 1 Heal Scroll though.
Oh, Foggy's super wide in the open. Is he getting overconfident here?
We don't have a Shockwave though. It's only Aura. Again, no mana on the Blade Master. But there's an Invul on him. And he completely ignores him now. Mana burn for 9. Okay. Lots of Cyclone being used to disable this. He doesn't have to be careful about the TC. As I said, first grunt falls if he focuses correctly. Massive Foggy army. Demon Hunter in front. He's trying to go for a hero kill somehow, but with only peons, that's not gonna work.
Look at these talents. They're not being touched at all. The raiders are just like running around like headless chicken. They're clicking on the Demon Hunter and then realizing, oh, right, that's a bad idea. Let's go back. And then they rinse and repeat. And the Demon is really not the target you want to go for here, but maybe that's the Hail Mary you have to go for in such a bad position. That's what he wants to try and do. But with the Invul, he can't even find the damage. He's staffed out. The TC is in trouble. He's getting focus fired. He might be falling here. The Demon is already back with the staff teleportation. And that's just GG.
Did you see how Cash wanted to go for the hero kill with the Blade Master against the Demon Hunter? Was not Cyclone this time, but Foggy had 2 Wisp in front of the Demon Hunter, so it was actually blocked and he couldn't attack the first hero.
If that was intentional, that's...
If that was yeah, I thought, okay, either this is incredibly lucky because it takes away the Hail Mary option for killing the first hero as there was no TP, or this was genius.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though, nonetheless.
I would say it's luck, but and now, yeah.
Even if it was luck, the way he played before was absolutely outstanding. He destroyed Cash here on AI. That looked like a very mismatched game. And that brings us, oh, and I'm so looking forward to this. That brings us to the final map, which is going to be Twisted Meadows. This, at least for me, and I know for a lot of other people, this put Foggy on the map. The proxy Hippo Rider play happened right here, Twisted Meadows. More than 2 years ago. He has become a different player since then. But I'm pretty sure Cash didn't forget about that game, and neither did Foggy. But yeah, I'm afraid we're going to see a different game here, but an awesome game nonetheless. Going down to the wire here, TM decides it.
As you can see, Foggy had map pick on map 2. Cash decides it is TM time. That is the only map left. Off we go. Who will join the grand final first? Cash or Foggy? It's down to this one map in the GCS Western Qualifier #1. The loser will face Orc Worker. The the winner will have a little time to rest, think about new strategy, think about bans, as it then will be a best of 5 in the grand final. Should be a better position, definitely, for the one who has to rest. But alright, cross position. And if history repeats here, I'm losing my shit.
That would be so hilarious. But I don't think so. By the way, is the rock golem creep trick possible here?
It's possible everywhere.
Oh, okay.
It's just harder to pull off.
I don't think I've seen it here.
There was a Reddit thread showing that it's possible on every location, but since he's going for the Voodoo Lounge in the bottom right, he's not going for it.
And the peon's actually scouting, so he puts Foggy on going for a creep first. And that's really greedy and risky already on TM against an orc. But no, Foggy's playing it safe. He's gonna play 1 base hunts to start with. Question is where we go. You can transition into everything. Of course, if you go into talents, it's gonna be a lot later than usual, but still possible. And there we see. Hunter's build to start.
Exactly, here, Hunter's Hall, Engine of War. Cash on the other side. This looks like a 1 burrow check again. Foggy scouts it as well.
Can he really do that with 1 peon who was scouting? It's gonna be a really late 1 burrow tech. I guess it's faster than a 2 burrow tech still. Yeah,
Cash going for the Tome of Experience at the Trapper. Not too much experience if it fails, but he gets it. Close to level 2 with 1 kill. It's a 1 burrow tech for sure.
Yeah, and here we go. Finally he has the lumber for it, but because of that 1 scouting peon, this took a lot longer than usual.
2 minutes 40. Demon Hunter is again in the base. He can't build the second burrow as long as the Demon Hunter is there. Oh, he was trying to block the Demon Hunter in the base. Don't know if he can take the trades, though. I don't think so. Mass mana invested, so he can't follow him around. But he scared him away and bought the time. Again, the same position that failed twice.
Alright, tier 2 tech now coming in for the Night Elf as well, only slightly behind Cash's.
Do you think Cash is a Wyvern player at this point?
No, I don't think so.
I think it's possible.
How is the win rate for Wyvern on Back to Warcraft Neo?
At one point it was 100%, but again, this Orc Burrow, an invitation for the Demon Hunter. You can't repair it, it's too slow. The build is too slow.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Actually, very, 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 very close, but he doesn't want to get blocked, and so for the first time in the series, Cash keeps his Orc Burrow alive, his second one. Foggy on the other side. Expansion during the tier 2 tech.
Alright. And that is one of the many strategies that is possible with the Huntress opening.
Cash scouts it though.
We only have the first Huntress now, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is really late.
Second one. One is in the base of Cash.
Ah, okay, I didn't see that one.
But his tech is almost done. And with the investment into an expansion, I think the early mid-game for Cash will be really good. Despite the fact that he almost didn't level up at all. Once again, Foggy being so hyper-aggressive.
And this Tome of Experience now is so good for him. He only needs these 2 creeps. Can Foggy steal it? Nope, not that one.
He's trying again.
There would actually be a big last hit. No.
Both of them. Cash was a lot better with the right clicks against creeps. Foggy, where are you going from here? Cash, where are you going from here? It's Shadowhunter second. So if it's Talons now, which would be a little bit unusual since you already have the Huntress Hall.
Oh, look at the grunt to the right. Sees it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Beastmaster again.
Alright, we have a Beastmaster now. We have 3 hunts. So we should be able to creep this down here. How disruptive can Cash be? He has at the moment only 2 grunts, but of course Hex will be there in a moment as well.
Foggy starts creeping here against the Forest Troll Warlord. Cash is right around the corner, but just looking for it. The expansion is up. Cannot be cancelled as it seems. First item is a Belt of Giant Strength. And it's an Engine of Lore. 1 lore, 2 lores, only dryads, bears, everything is possible. Even mass range with talents and dryads is possible.
Yeah, but it looks to be mass dryads here. And shop coming up as well. Oftentimes with this, you would love to get mercs as well, but Foggy, yeah, securing the help of the merc camp isn't so easy. He didn't spawn next to one. And now he's going for his expansion creep. The orc knows this is coming up. How does he want to punish this? He wants to punish this now already. Let's see how much he can do with this.
Yeah, he was walking to that direction before, but then saw, okay, nothing is going on there. Second try now. It's gonna be level 2 for the Demon Hunter. It's gonna be level 2 for the Beastmaster with the Hawk. Item goes towards... Well, that cash. Get it. Claws +9, and he steals it again! Is he from Poland or what?
Experience at least went towards Foggy. Oh, but he gets that last hit as well. He's so good with his Blade Master here. 3 grunts now. And this blade is a menace. He may have to focus the blade right away. Everything else might not be worth his time. And the tree already roots, but that's too far away from the expansion. Is he... Oh, no. It's in range? I thought that was too far away. Okay. Never mind. Dryads should be coming soon. In the main, we can see a lot of them are queued. And with them coming in, this is going to make things a lot easier. We have a scroll of speed, though, against the slow.
He definitely needs that. Level 2.5 and 1 only. But if Foggy loses this expo, his game plan falls apart. He's trying to go for the Demon Hunter here, but not enough damage with this. No Raider, not too much control, but they're coming from the western side of the map.
Of course, there's no heal wave yet, so putting damage onto the blade is perhaps a good idea. However, 4 heal salves are left for the orc. And here we go. First Raiders here. Ensnare should be here as well. No matter what he ensnares, unless it's a hero, should be dead. Going for the demon first. And with Spitlink, he's very tanky here on the orcish side. Hex coming in. Can he find the damage to kill him before the TP? Oh my god.
If there would have been 1 crit, and there comes the crit, the second target he attacked, or the first target after the town portal was a crit. If that is 1 hit earlier, the Demon Hunter is dead, and the game is... I don't want to say it's over, but leaning towards...
Giant strength, man.
Yeah, right.
Giant strength. Came in very handy.
Display upgrade coming now. More grunts as well. But more creeping from Foggy, and that's what he needs. Strong Demon Hunter, a strong Beastmaster. He actually prioritizes the Beastmaster. Maybe he is a little scared of Wyvern, actually. Otherwise, I don't see a big reason to prioritize the Beastmaster here.
Good bone chimes. I'm usually a big fan, but here I'm not so sure. Level 3 on the blade as well. Level 2 on the SH.
Scroll the Beast for him. Not that great, but Trifecta in the Blade Master's inventory. Foggy deploying Moonwelt at the expansion so he can heal up during a siege. This has to be an invul, and heal scroll is available, but he doesn't have the gold at the moment. In the meantime, Shadowhunter creeping that up to level 3. Cash, 46 supply for him, making his way up to 60 soonish.
That's not enough for 3, though. He needs a little bit more. And that will give Foggy more time.
Speaking of 3, he's not going to tier 3 as we suggested. Only mass dryads with the first upgrades as well. And more Huntress even for the blocker line against the Raiders. Speaking of Raiders, this one is dead. And there you can see how strong mass dryad slow can be.
Oh, Boots of Quel'Thalas for the SH. This Blade Master, dude. Oi, oi, oi.
First time in this series that Cash pimps his first hero a lot. And Eminem for Foggy, Muddy, and the Mauler. And the expo is up and running. There's a timer on Cash's head.
67 supply all of a sudden. May not be like the best supply, like bang for your buck, but it's a lot. Demon Hunter here is the big weakness with only level 2 still in this blade. We have to keep an eye out on him. He's gonna be the star of the show.
And there's no Cyclone this time, so he does deal out a lot of damage with massive attack speed as well. Berserker nicely healed up though, and nice save by him, but the Beastmaster's following him. Good block again by Cash this time, but the Dryads, they are reaching out and kill him this time.
He's going for the Walker here as quickly as he can. Eliminate one of them. Two are still left. He's trying to dance away from the blade. Oh, I love the slow on the Blade Master from the Mud Golem. May not be surviving for too much longer though. Level 3 for the Demon Hunter in the midst of this. Killing another walker. Foggy is taking quite a few losses here, but he's finding damage himself as well. Heal Scroll has been used right here, and Foggy's supply doesn't seem to be dropping. Whereas Cash is down to only 40 now.
Again, the heal wave a tiny bit too late. The Blade Master was missing the crit before. Does it work again? No, he staffs this out. And there is an Invo Potion on the Blade Master. He will be safe that there's not a big mistake. No, there's not. Muddy the Mud Golem has been surviving for such a long time. The slow was magnificent against the Blade Master. But I think those times are over now. Moonstone being used. Cash seems to be falling apart here. And now he tries to kite. But not against Dryads. Raider down. Peons down. Level 4 on the Beastmaster. This is Hawk level 2. Yeah, there we go. And this should be game. 60 supply for the Ukrainian. And this is everything that the Russian has left. It is 32 supply with 6 supply in production. Hero levels, not impressive. Foggy has an expansion. Foggy has a massive source of income and army and damage.
He doesn't want to take his foot off the pedal here. Moving forward. Doubling his opponent in supply. And what's the comeback here for Cash? Has to be hero kill.
Yeah.
Has to be Hex and Snare. Kill the Blade Man. Kill the Demon Hunter, I mean. He has the items to do it with. And here's the next Raider. Alright, you have to do it. You have to go for hero kill. But Foggy realizes he sends him way into the back. Also has 2 potions, by the way.
Absolutely key. This Invo Potion and the Heal Potion, absolutely key. He's trying it nevertheless, hoping for a lot of crit, but he doesn't get them. And he taps out and drops down to the lower bracket. And Foggy is where everybody expected him, but with a lot more struggle than we thought he would be having.
And Cash showed us. He definitely has the opportunity here to punch his ticket to Shanghai in the first qualifier. Map number 1 so strong. Map number 2 though, Foggy maybe have realized, oh, I guess it's not gonna be a free ride to Shanghai. Maybe I do have to play serious. And AI, Jesus Christ, what a wreckage that was. And he closes it out though.
We get the rematch from the winner bracket semifinal of yesterday. We get an Orc mirror in the lower bracket final between Russia and the Belarusian Orc worker. Cash has to play again. Of course, we're gonna grant those players a little break. And we go into a break ourselves. Foggy is waiting for his opponent. It's gonna be an Orc, that's for sure. But is it Cash or is it Worker? Rematch of WCA Grand Final for the Qualifier 2016 or rematch of this winner bracket final? We're gonna see about that. Small little break. Stay tuned with GCS Western Qualifier number 1 and back to Warcraft.